Okay. Gossiping men.
Never good. No, it's certainly not good now. We always used to wear white socks on anyway. Yeah, white socks with black slip-on shoes with little tassels on.
Kids wear now, cool.
Do they?
Of course, wear white socks.
Yeah, they wear they wear black ties with their black uniform and white socks with their black Nike, whatever they are. White socks over the
Sliders.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
That's it. Right.
Gonna start standing, so I might grab some heavyweights as well, but I know my shoulder's a bit dodgy. Right, let's spread our toes, grab down for our feet.
When did you go darker?
Yesterday. Actually, no, it's more sweat, I think. It was darker than this. It's a lighter, actually. Let's take a shoulder roll. Using those weights, squeezing back and pushing down.
I used to be blonde before I started this dancing.
They all did.
You used to be
Do
blonde.
Pilates, it makes you go grey.
Yeah.
Okay, let the arms hang down in front of your thighs and then soften the knees. Let's take a roll down. Sucking the belly in to control the movement. Slowly allowing your spine to stretch. Beginning to get into those hamstrings. Letting your weight drop down towards the floor. Leaning gently in towards those weights. We're going to bend and extend one leg at a time. How's that going, Richards?
I can't.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Actually, can't move my legs because my arm's too short. Do that.
Well, it's okay. We've got a good old stretch up this bit. Just sway your hips side to side, pushing one leg to extension as you push your hip the opposite direction. Just do another 4 more, unless you're not moving, you're just stiff. Come back to the center. Give the belly in, and let's roll it up again.
Replacing hands, mate.
Yeah, he is. Take a shoulder roll back. Oh, Marion's come back in again. So stand nice and tall, and I want you to turn your palms to face away from you.
You think it says Mario? Let's start game.
Take another.
Mario. Yeah.
Take another roll down.
With our arms facing away.
No, sorry. Bring your arms back in front of your thighs and roll back down again. I'm just going to sort this out.
Right. I got my full daughter's going to a price. Your daughter? I was parked on the street. Someone rear-ended it on because they slipped on the ice. Oh no! The insurance company just written off without even looking at it.
Hang down at the bottom. Bring your weights to the floor if you can. Bend and extend. Bend and extend. No, your poor daughter.
Thanks, Simon. They won't even like look at photos of damage and say it's too old for this writing it up.
Roll it up.
Not even that damage. No, but still. The problem is also they cancel insurance, so you can't even take it to a repairer to get it done yourself.
Reset your shoulders now to have your palms behind you. We're going to do a gentle drop down into like a mini squat. And as you do, press your arms behind you, waking up the fronts of the shoulders, and then let them ease off as you bring yourself back up again. So we inhale, exhale, down to squat, take your arms back, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and then release as you bring yourself back up. Lovely little postural exercise, training yourself to push your weight to your heels. Hello. Back up to standing. Just grab some light weights. Are there any light weights there? There should be some twos. No twos? Yes, yes. The boys are taking the threes, I'm afraid.
Oh, that's okay.
You can be Anthony today, Lenny.
I will be Anthony. And not be bending.
We're going to do 3 more. It's okay, Rich is back. He's taken over from Anthony. Let's get those arms back further. Squeeze the back. Feel your spine lengthening forward. 1 more. We hold squat. We press the arms back and then pump the arms back. 8, 7, 6, 5. Press it. Squeeze it. 2 and 1. Come all the way up. Shoulder.
I think it's some new muscles I've never used them.
Got a hip thrust again. Left leg step forward. You can come and join us for now. Take your arms to a 90-degree angle. Make sure your feet are not one behind the other. Line up, and then we exhale down to a lunge. Inhale, press back up together. How about balance? Now, this 90-degree angle in the arms means your elbows and your wrists stay in the same alignment. They come up to shoulder height. They drop back down. Exhale. Inhale. 8, 7, 6, 5. You right?
Yeah, just trying to.
I feel this is going to be slightly vocal today.
You recording?
Yeah. 2 more.
It's got a holiday feel.
Yeah.
1 more. Hold it. Hold it. Drop a little bit lower. Press through that front heel. And then come back up. Take a breath in here. Slide that back foot in. Press your heel down at the back. Now we're going to bend this front leg and lean our bodies forward. So if you use the mirror, if you look, I'm trying to keep the alignment from my heel to the top of my head. So you're just thinking of the buttocks. Bring your arms forward, palms together, and then we open out. We're going to do a few little reverse flies. Just doing 10. Keep sinking into that buttock. That buttock should be fired up now. Is that 4 or 5?
5.
Exhale. Press down that back heel, so you're getting a lovely stretch. You know, I like to combine a little bit of stretch with a little bit of exercise. And then press back. And then press back. Reset the shoulders. Take your feet a little bit wider. Not too wide. Toes slightly turned out, palms facing back again. We inhale, exhale, drop down. Squeeze those arms behind. So just do a little bit more of a wider squat. Same arm position, but the arms are slightly wider this time. This is an amazing exercise. It works muscles, like you said, Mark, didn't know they existed. Now, when we drop down to our squat, our weight goes to our heel, and we squeeze the belly to bring us up.
I'm about to do a ski jump.
Just practice monkeying.
Okay. It's that sort of position you get into, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Downhill, go! Sprint!
Yeah.
Those days are over for me. I'm too scared of things like that.
You jump then.
Well, that too. 3.
No, tried it.
I went from ski to snowboard, and I'm going back to skiing when I go to that man. And 1, roll the shoulders. Bring the feet back underneath your hips. Step your right leg forward. Come up with your toes.
No, I didn't want to snow.
Where are your hips go?
Because I can't get my legs to do different things independently.
Weights together. Extend your arms up above your head. Woo! Automatic. Inhale, drop down into that front leg. Exhale, extend everything together. Inhale down. 3. We're going for 12. 4. Find your balance. Elbows close in towards your head. Relax the shoulders. You're just working the backs of those arms. 6. Halfway, come on. 7. 8. 9. Woo, 10 is balance. Last 2. Now this last one. Drop the arms halfway down. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up, drop your hands. Step that back foot in, so a bit stretching your calf. Bend forward and just pivot. So when you come forward, you've got a flat line running all the way down to the heel. Arms in front. Just 10 reverse flies. Let's go. 10. 9. Make sure that front knee is not protruding inwards. 7. Put your weight into that front heel. 6. 5. Come on, press back into those shoulder blades. Get beautiful flat back. Beautiful flat back. And when you've done your last one, bring your weight down, push back. Enough standing, enough standing. Let's roll down. Squeeze the belly in, soften the knees, roll back down to the floor. Weights land on the ground. Now, if you tighten your hamstrings, put the weights on their feet, and then work. You just have a lovely little hand stretch there. Hamstring stretch there. And then walk your weight. Bring yourself down onto your knees. Knees wide. We're going to go back into a child pose. Now take one weight to the side, your other weight in front of you. Hold on to the little ends. And then roll it forward as you lower your head and chest to the floor. And make this a dynamic stretch. Reach the arms. And then lower your head and chest between the top of the arms. So the arms are fully extended and you're just allowing that little extra give. Stick your bottom down into your heels. How's your back, by the way, Richard?
Yeah, not been great.
If you want to, for our little half roll back exercise, grab a little squishy ball, you can do. You haven't been for a while. Okay, roll that weight back in, curving your spine. Once you come up, sit straight. See if you can take your knees a little bit wider to get a little bit of a stretch through the thighs. And just lean back and just lift your chest, pull your shoulders back very slightly.
Sports nuts like this for this.
A little bit looser.
Yes, exactly.
And if you wish, you can lift up into a little back bend.
It's not as if you have a massage, you feel worse.
That's
before you
true.
get
Yes,
it.
Take out your toxins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you sort of like, you get a bit bruised and battered
Yeah.
as a result of it.
Okay, let's spin around. Getting warm again now. Okay, take hold of those weights. Stretch your legs out, bring them down to the side, and just use them for a brief moment to get that length in your spine, that lovely posture. So use the mirrors if you can, just sit tall. And your weights are coming to your shoulders, or you can bring them together in front of your chest, whatever you find more comfortable. We scoop the belly in and we drop down to a half roll back. So a C curve in the spine, shoulders relaxed, no tension. We lift the weights up in the air, and then we drop them back down, and we open out one arm as we tap the weight to the side, closing it back in again, and taking it back up. So it's kind of between a shoulder and chest press, and then we do an outward rotation from the shoulder, and it works with the baby muscles in your rotator cuffs. But what we want to also do is I want you to follow the weight as you rotate, so that you twist a little bit more through the waist, and then come back up. And I want you to keep your thighs squeezed together, so there's no twisting from the hips. Now, if it gets too much at any point, you can just come up in the center, then reach your arms up, and then pop back down again. Right, we're going to go another 4 of these. Squeeze those legs. Come back to center, roll it up, bring your weight down, lift up. Now we're going to bring our soles our feet together, our knees out, to do a diamond shape in the legs, not too close. You can drop the weight at any point, by the way. Feel free to do it if you're without the weight. If you get better technical form, drop the weights. Roll it back. So if you need to slide your feet in a little bit more, do so. Abs are fired up. We're going to lift the left knee up towards the shoulder and reach the right hand as if you're punching towards the foot, lowering down and topping to the other side. So if you want to lose the weight, you can bring your hands to the side of the head. And think about that rotation.
Into my foot with the
And try and really pull that knee out towards the shoulder. Put it out so you have to twist it a little bit more. Let's go. 8, down, 7, down, 6, breathe out, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. 1, roll it up. Let your body drop forward, drop your weights down by your heels. Take a little stretch. Hands to the shins and then lift spine. Opposite way. Now we're going to do one more exercise before we come to the floor. So we're not going to be up here for long. Back into those abs again. Bring the knees together. So the weights are optional, okay? Bring yourself to a supported V-sit with legs bent. Fixing those abs and lift your chest. And then release. And if you wish, you can extend. If you want more you come to here. If you want more, you come to here. Isolated hold, 30 seconds. You've already done 8 seconds. Lift the chest, lift the arms, lift the legs, extend the knees. Breathe. The more you pull your thighs in, the more you lift your chest, the more you're going to feel that. Come on, work it, work it. 10 more seconds. Let's go. Squeeze, squeeze, reach, reach. Lift those arms. Come on, 4, 3, 2, and release. And curve over your spine. Lift it up. And then curve it to roll down. Bring the weights with you. To the sides. Bring us up to the floor. Take the fingers together. Take a full body stretch. Release your hands. Okay, slide your hands underneath the weights and take them out to the side. T-shape. Bend your legs, feet on the ground. We're going to roll the hips up into a bridge. So we're going to do the opposite side of the body. We've just done 3 abs in the row. We're going to work into a spine extension. Lift the weight and let's lift up to a chest fly. Inhale, open the weight, tap your buttocks to the ground. Exhale, lift up strong through those hips. And if you want a little bit more, give a little bit of a heel lift at the top. Heel drop as you drop your arms. Extra big squeeze in those butts at the top, please. Work into the hamstrings, get those calves engaged. And all of you try and bring your knees a little bit closer in as you squeeze up to the top. We've still got 8 more to do. We've all got light weights, it's a big muscle, it can do a lot. Breathe in to drop, out to lift. Last 4. Make sure those weights are going above your bra line, boys, not the face. Last 2. Of course, we hold that last one up. We bring the weights together. We squeeze the weights in. We lift the hips, lift up onto the toes. Pull the thighs together. Tuck your tailbone, lift higher. 5, 4. Squeeze the thighs. 2 and 1. Heels down. Roll it out. Open the arms. Spine settles down. Engage the abs. Lift your legs to tabletop. The legs are going to drop over to the right halfway. And then you're going to open out both legs. So my lower leg brushes the floor, my top leg comes up towards the center. Closing back again. And then rolling through to center. Halfway to the left. Pause. Open out both legs. So one tap down. Close them back. And then roll to center. If you want more, you do it with straight legs. Drop over to the side. Big split, big kick through the legs. Bring them back together again. And then slide them up to the middle. Begin to turn your eye gaze the opposite way to your legs. Start to rotate the spine a little bit more. And don't use that little brush to the floor as a little resting point. Well, some of you have the ab strength to do your legs straight. Come on, we can do this. Okay, all of you do.
What's that?
No, not, yeah, that's it. Up to the side. Over to the side. Big V in those legs. Bring them equally back together. It's very easy to open that bottom leg and then not meet in the middle, leaving the top leg where it is. Make sure you close both legs. We're going 4 more. Keep breathing. One more, come on, come on, come on, come on. Back to the middle, come to the middle. Push the legs away, 45 degrees, push it out into the ground. 10-second hold, scooping that belly in. Come on, draw the core in, breathe. One more deep breath. And then bend the knees and hop it in. Do a roll around on that lower back, however you want. Lovely, lovely. Put the feet down. You're gonna roll over. I don't mind what side you do, because we're simply gonna switch sides. So just roll over onto one side. Once you're there, rest your hands, your head onto your arm. Bend your lower knee forward. Put that option to put that weight on your thigh if you wish.
I'm not raising it until it tells what we're doing.
Big as the weight. So big as the weight is standing on their feet, they're not on their sides. So you're going high, but not too wide. Squeeze up. You can move the weight if you need to. So you probably wish to have a 3 kg weight. Go for 4 more.
Oh, that's better. I had my near my hip. When you move it closer to your knee, feels heavier.
What you want it heavier?
No, so when I had it there,
Oh,
it
you're
was
not doing
back-
anything.
when I
Reverse
saw-
side. I don't know where I'm going. Put me up for it.
That's where I started. So
Come on, get these legs higher. I want to see more movement. I want to see your legs go much higher than your hips and your shoulders. 4 more on this side. Come on, work it, work it, work it as high as you can go. Work those butt cheeks, work those upper thighs. One more. Big, big, big lift. And then briefly rest it on the leg below. Just a couple more breaths. That same leg, extends out one more time. Turn the toes down towards the floor, heels to the sky. And we're going to simply do up and down movements. Big buttock squeeze at the top. Tail. Up, squeeze, and down. 8, 7, let's get it higher, come on. 6, don't let those toes creep up. I want toes down all the time, the heel leads the way. 4, I've dropped my weight. 3, 2, hold, lift, and release. 5. Okay, so just take the emphasis away from your butt. Onto your elbow. You can stay on your knee. And we're all going to start on our knees actually. Oh, that's pitching fire. Lift up into a half plank. Take your arm up to the sky. We're going to simply rotate under. And we're going to lift all the way back up to the sky. Under. So twist as much as you can through the waist. If you want to go to full extension from here, you can. And we're going to do 8 up in full side plank. Or just keep 8 where you are. Squeeze the underneath of your waistline. And as you lift your weight up to the sky, an extra little lift in the hip. So you're creating a C shape underneath the body. Last 3. Come on, lift, squeeze it underneath butt cheek. It will take the emphasis off the shoulder. Last one. Reach up, hold. Lift the hip, squeeze. 4, 3, 2, and release. Woo. Straight over to the other side. Okay, get ourselves up. Straight line down through the upper body. The lower knee is bent. Take a couple of breaths before we start. And when you're ready, that weight can sit on that outer thigh. Extend the leg, point the toe. Beautiful straight line through the body. Squeeze the butt. Let's take it into as big as a 8. Doesn't matter which way you're going to start with, because you're simply going to stop the other side. One more, and then we reverse them. Start to get a bit more height in this reversed one. Just that extra little tiny squeeze in the butt to get that extra inch higher. Keep the core engaged, there's no protruding of the hips. 2 more, come on, make them bigger, much bigger. And then just release for a moment, just for a moment. Easy on this side. Get the weight back up if you're using it. Legs straight, toes down to the floor, sorry, heel to the ceiling, flex the foot. And we simply go up and down. Exhale, inhale. Don't let that leg start to creep back to its comfortable place. Keep the toe down. Nearly there. We've got 6 more to do on this side, so count it. Let's start to just fix it and go a little bit higher, a little bit more controlled. Come on, squeeze. And then we stay up on that last one. Lift up, lift up, lift up, lift up. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Press, press, lift, lift. Hold, hold. Did we pulse?
No.
And release. I feel like we missed out on something then. No, it's just easy that side.
That's all, that's it.
Yeah, but you're doing it the side that I'm not. I found it hard on my right.
That's true, yeah.
Right, let's pick ourselves up onto that elbow. Take the emphasis away from that butt cheek. Bend the knees and lift your body forward into a half plank. And when you're ready, we lift the arm up high and we scoop it under, we feed it, and we take it up. And on that elevation, we lift the hips a little bit higher. And if you want to set yourself up for full side plank, bring that top leg in front of the lower leg. And keep thinking about that lovely arch underneath the waistline. Swinging the arm up, lifting the hips, squeezing the underneath butt cheek. So it's fired up the whole time. Okay. Give me 3 more. Hold the last one up into the sky. Reach, lift, get those hips up, squeeze that butt, hold it, lift. 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Let's turn on our tummies. So if you want to switch ends, face me, you can. Going into our stretch time.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't finished yet.
That's it. I'm not doing any more weights now.
We're nearly done. Arms out. So we're going to work opposite side. We're going to work right arm, left leg to begin with. Again, weight is completely optional. So you have your hands on the floor on your weight. Your elbows are off the ground and your chest is slightly elevated. So you're already slightly active in your lower back. Squeeze your butt. And you're going to pull your right arm back as you lift the left leg. Then lower it back down and flip to the other side.
Yeah.
Now think about, as you lift your leg, think about the stretch rather than the elevation. Reach it away. And then pull and squeeze that shoulder blade. Try not to bend the knee. Come on, press, reach. We're going 8 more. See if you can get your chest a little bit higher. If you want to do the last 4 with both arms and legs, you can. So we can lift, squeeze. Completely optional. Squeeze. 3. Up. 2. 1 more. Lift, hold. Now pull those back. Everyone lift your legs off the floor. Both legs. Squeeze your thighs together. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then swim kick your legs. 8, 7. Pull those elbows back. 5, 4, 3. Lift. And release. Bring your head down to your forehand. Turn your head one direction.
Just 2 of them.
4. Did I say forehand?
Yeah.
Brilliant.
You let's say 4 heads down to your hands.
That's the one.
As opposed to your heads down to your forehead.
We could call it a forehand position.
Yes.
So we can do some nice yoga stretching today. Slide those hands by the shoulders. As you pick yourself up, take a little curve of the spine with your arms extended in front of you. You're scooping the belly in, but you're lengthening the arm. So you get a little bit more of the lower back. And then you push back into child's pose. Stretch the fingers forward, let the head and chest to the floor, sink everything down. As far as you can go, deep into child's pose stretch, but active. Don't let the elbows relax. And then we slide our fingers forward. Let's just open out our feet, tuck your toes, sit back into your heels. Whilst you are here, if you can, slide your hands and catch hold of the fingers. Push the elbows away from you. Well, Mike, do you want to briefly use a band, or are you quite happy there? Stay there.
Got my toes.
Yeah.
How about your toes would be like? You're saying that, can you reach mine?
No.
Pull down that band. You get there, Lenny, you're right.
No, I can't get it.
So use this opportunity to slide your left hand up your back, and the stretch will come across a little localized area in the shoulder.
Yeah, it's right at the front of the shoulder.
Reach up.
On toes now.
Release the top arm when you're ready. Release the other arm, put the band down, slide forward and just press down to the front of the feet, taking your knees and your feet wide, and then just slide yourself as far back towards the floor as you can. I want you to put the stretch in the front of the feet. Doesn't matter how far you go.
I used to sit like that.
Years and years and years of running and abuse your bodies.
I know. We're supposed to be able to put our bums down.
Yeah. Talk to any yogi, they'll tell you this is the best position to sit in. Very strong in the knees though,
No.
as we know. Okay, bring yourself out.
We've got all Kevlar knee things.
Yeah. Are you okay in this position?
Yeah.
Left leg. Dig forward. Hands down. So you go as deep as you want in this stretch. There's a million different options. And, you know, some people like to just stay here and just bend the elbows and just keep working into the stretch here. But if you're thinking I can go further, You can take the foot out, you can rotate, you can push the knee with your elbow, you can drop to your elbows. You can drop to your right elbow.
You drop to your full hands.
Okay, you could try. If you want, you can tuck your toes under and you can extend that leg, but if you're going to extend that leg, try not to lift your hips. So try from there. Go deeper and deeper and deeper as you breathe. And then release, bring your hand outside the leg. If your foot slightly walks out, move it back to center, take it into hamstring, pushing the hips back, toes pointed to the ground. And then sink down. So it's easier to bring your hands back a little bit if you feel off balance, if you're tight the hamstring, and then just drop there. Roll onto the back of the heel, and if you can take hold of your foot with your right hand, do so, or use a band, and then drop down deeper. Try not to sink back into that heel if you can help it. But if you need to, do so. And then lower the head and chest towards the knee, keeping that foot fully flexed, and the knee is straight. 3 deep breaths. Now we release off, we walk our hands back as we bend the knee. We're going to come up, we're going to turn our feet to one side, the direction you naturally turn, to the right. Your legs now are as wide apart as they can possibly go. Make sure you're gripped into the outer edges of your feet. You might be up on your fingers, you might find that's a deep enough stretch. If it is, just keep lengthening out through the knees, pushing your weight a little bit further back into your heels. You might be on your elbows. Drop down. And I want you to feel your weight going further into the outer edge of your feet, so you rotate the ankles very slightly out to the side, and it feels more of a stretch down there as well. It's actually rather pleasant. The more you get your chest further into your thighs, the more depth you get in that stretch. Begin to walk back towards that same left leg, so going back to the same direction, spin on your feet. And then once you're here, take the foot over to the side and let's drop down into pigeon. Pigeon or seated hurdle. Sliding your right leg as far back as it will go. Equal out those hips, push your weight down into that left butt cheek, and just find whatever stretch works for you. And let's take it into the thigh. Come up onto your hands, bend your back leg, reach around, grab hold of the inside edge of your foot, bring the heel towards the bottom. And you might want to stay here, but try and edge your way back to the center a little bit more through the upper body. You might want to drop to your elbow. Try not to fall over. Now we are going to release the leg when you're ready. Sit down into that left buttock, if you're not already there. And then come around, let's take it into rotational twist. The foot comes to the outside edge of your thigh. If you don't like that, extend your left leg underneath. Now, first of all, I want you to get hold of that leg at the front and just lean forward. So you get a bit of a glute stretch. And if you can't lean, take your hands behind you and push down. So if you take your left leg out straight in front of you, the left leg. Sit firmly in both buttocks. That's it. And then lean
Yeah.
towards your right side.
If she says, you know, you can do it, sometimes it's just the body goes, no, I can't actually do it.
Totally. Sometimes I can't do it either.
Yeah.
My hips are just like, can't really do it now, to be honest. I've always been useless at this. And then sit yourself up, take it into a bit more of a twist. Then you can use your right hand to support your spine to lift and turn and open that shoulder. Pull the thigh in towards your chest, but keep your buttock grounded. Now we're going to take it back into a glute stretch, but it's on the other leg. So as we bring ourselves back, we're going to slide that leg on top of that knee. Oh, so if your leg's straight out here,
Yeah.
you can either keep it there, or another way to do it is take your right foot in front of your left like that. Okay. So you can be at the crease of the calf, that's fine. You can take the foot in front, that's fine, or you can get right up onto the thigh. Hands behind you, sit tall and pivot forward. Start to begin to get that stretch. It's really important. You firm your buttocks and then you lift your chest. So just imagine you're just elevating upwards and forwards. And then if you wish, you can come forward. Sit down. Reach. See, if Tom was here, Tom would be flat on the ground.
David's on 9, man.
But no, I don't think so.
Come on, go a bit lower. Come on, we have our tension lying in these areas. We need to release it. We're going to be here for 20 more seconds. Go as deep as you can. Find, maybe move a little bit more to one direction to get a deeper stretch. You might not find it's enough. You might find it is enough to ease it off.
You're like really good at.
Where? What, by leaning on it?
It's my knees.
It's the tight hamstring in the calf. No, it's the leg that's stopping the back, not the back stopping you. No?
Yeah, you give it your Richards. Let's just go with both. Come up
I feel that.
That's all right.
and release both your legs out in front of you. Okay, we're going to go back to a little bit more abdominal twisting, but it ends up with a bit more of a stretch. The feet are going to go to the corners of your mat, so it's kind of a V shape. Your arms are going to open out. Sit tall, sink the belly. So we just come to a little, not too far. Okay. And then we roll up and we reach towards the inside edge of that foot, and that other arm squeezes and rotates. Then as we lift, we drop back, abs in, lift up, and then the other side. But you pause, you pause. Now, if you want more, if you want to work those abs again a little bit more, you can reach the outside if you want to go further. Bring your arms up, tip it down, lift it back up, and then reach. And every time you try and get that reach a little bit further, that twist a little bit more. Lift and reach. The other arm squeezes. So when I take that other arm, it's a shoulder blade squeeze. So I'm still opening up through the front of the shoulder. Okay, just give me one more each side. So active, lovely dynamic stretch. It's also a nice little curve of the spine, lovely little flexion, and then an elevation, and then a side rotation. Loads going on. Also a hamstring stretch. Last one. So when we've done that last one, we're all going to reach up tall, and we're going to come forward and catch our feet. Stay fairly wide, so use your bands if you need to. Take a band around, wrap it around both feet, and then bend the elbows to drive your chest down towards inside those knees. And just work on lowering down deep into those hamstrings. Straighten the knees, no excuses for band. Well, actually, you should go dead straight in your knees.
That's what I'm trying.
They're going to boomerangs. Whilst you're here, holding onto your feet, turn your toes out a little bit, and then go deeper. Just that slight change of movement in the hips changes to the outside of your hamstrings. And then try the other way. Just do a slight medial rotation, and then goes more in towards the knees, the belly of the hamstring. Maybe your lower back. Back to center, roll it up. And then just sit back into your arms and just do a little chest lift. If you want, you can lift the whole hips up. I'm not going to because my shoulder, but if you want, you can lift up and lift the chest as high as you can. Pull the shoulder blades back. Good. Bring the soles of the feet together. Catch the feet. Let the knees fall out. Sit tall. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transition to the other side. So once we've done this stretch, we're going to start into the left glute and reverse those stretches. Go a little bit further. Push those knees down. Ooh, I'm tight in this area. My goodness. Right. Okay, you're here, right? Okay, so this left foot now is going to sit on top of that thigh. If it doesn't want to, then you can just take it in front of that right one, or you can extend your right leg and just take it to there. It's not actually nice having your foot on top of that thigh. It hurts. I wouldn't do. But that is probably a better place. Okay. So hands behind, sit yourself tall and just lean forward. Breathe into it. Keep working lower, chest lower. Begin to roll it out. So if you haven't already got your right leg forward, take it forward now, unless you're going to stay here. Slip that foot down there. Sit your buttocks down into the ground. Hold on to your thigh to begin with and just lean forward. Or you can lean forward there. And then we transition to that rotation. So stick yourself up tall, make sure those buttocks are firmly on the ground. Wrap the arm, hands to the base of the spine, and then take a rotation. So you're pulling the thigh towards you without lifting your butt. And keep sitting up tall and squeezing back in that shoulder blade to open out and look over the shoulder. Ease it off, back around. So this left leg is going to simply take itself all the way around to transition into dolphin. Pigeon. It's an animal. So you find what works for you again. If you want to drop your elbows and just step into that stretch, do so. Let your shoulders go. No tension there, please. If you want a quad stretch, you might put your hands, bend the back leg, hands hold of the inside of that leg. Drive the heel to the bottom. Stay here, that's a strong enough stretch for you. If you want to drop to your elbow, you can. If you want to just lose that stretch completely, you can. Release the back leg when you're ready. Come up with your hands, tuck your toes, and just lift and slide that leg back, and then lower back to your knees again. Toes flex and slip back into the heels. We're going to stretch the shoulder on the other side before we come to the hamstring stretch. So your right arm is going behind your back, and your left arm is coming up. And if once you're there, you push your elbows as far away from you as you possibly go. Am I the only one sitting on my heels?
Yes.
Cheering me. Push those elbows a little bit more. Then carefully release the top arm. Release the other arm. Little shake. Come up, slide your feet down. This time keep your knees and ankles together. Can you sit back here? Oh, my ankles don't like that. And then you can lay back if you wish. So if you're there, can you grab your heels?
That's as far as I can get.
If you, you can't touch your toes, please. Bring your hands together. Stay upright and just push your arms behind you. So open out your shoulders, but squeeze the belly as you push back to get a little bit of core action. Okay, bring yourself up onto your knees. Right leg steps forward. You bring your hips forward. We sink down, go to that hip flexor stretch. So you might want to stay here, bend the elbows, sink lower, and just work here, breathing through. You can take the foot a little bit further. You can open your knee. You can sink down. You can drop your elbows. You can drop one elbow. Just as long as you get that deep hip flexor stretch, I do not mind. We're going to stay here for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then we've got another 10 seconds. You can lift that back knee if you wish, but only lift that back knee because it lifts your hip. So if I tuck my toes, I can lift the knee and straighten that leg, but stay low in the hips. One or two. Now, walk the foot back in if it's out. Bring your right hand to the outside edge, toes to the floor, push back, hamstring stretch. Lower the head and chest down. Pull your right hip back and left hip forward. Pull your hands back slightly, roll onto the back of the heel, toes to the sky, sink a little bit deeper, down into the hamstring, drop the head towards the thighs. If you can grab the foot with your left hand, put the toes up and go deeper. Ready, ease it off. Put your hands in. Tuck your toes under and then turn and pivot back to that wide leg stretch. And then sink yourself down. You might want to get your legs a bit wide this time. Feet parallel. Ooh, slightly away. And just let your body go. And if you want, you can take hold of your hands. You can release your arms overhead. If you don't want that, just stay here. 15 to 20 seconds.
We're going to finish off with one last, not particularly nice stretch. So just enjoy this for another breath or so. Hands to the ground, lift up. Bring your left heel in and then walk over, bending that knee, keeping your right leg dead straight and try and lift your chest as your hips back. Can you roll onto your heel? Take a deep breath. Hey. Carefully, slowly transition to the other side. Bring the right heel in. Begin to sink down. Left leg dead straight. Right elbow into that knee and sink your hips. You might want to turn onto that heel if you can. I struggle on this side, so I'm much tighter on the right side. Hold it. Then as you release off, bring your body weight over to the right foot. Then bring the feet together. Get back in that forward fold where you started. Let your arms just hang. Bring your elbows. Bring your hands to your elbows and let your arms hang so you're like just let your whole lower back relax. And we begin to rise up, sliding up slowly through the vertebrae. Bringing our arms gently on top of our heads. The arms are going to stay on the head, the shoulders are going to drop. And you're just going to do a little side bend, looking up towards the elbow. Over to the other side. And again, back over to the other side. And then lastly to the other side. It's not a deep side bend, it's just a little reach. As we come back to center, raise the arms up. Take a long deep breath in, lift those fingers, bring your hands together, bow yourselves, collapse this down. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you as always.
When you're on the Lapland.